All right, we're back. I'm gonna resolve this as we're going. We're just going. This is now resolving turn 10. This is the game Hypnotic Specter. We're on Jotunheim. I made the greedy decision to double expand. We're gonna see how that played out. Again, we're just kind of doubling down on our mistakes. But I actually think that that was a pretty safe bet because everything we were fighting into was low morale and very cheap chaff units. So I actually think that we'll be fine. We'll watch both of those battles right out the gates. Well, that sucks. Definitely not great to go from 9 to 8 units. Let's see the first battle. This is the one, this 10 total Goaty Huskarls. Sermons of Courage go out. I think I do Sermon of Courage. There's no sacreds, so no blessings needed. Okay, we're just going for a route here. Oh, come on, guys. There's the route. Now they have to get the archers. Please don't. Alright, there we go. We got the route. That's what we're looking for. Cool. No losses. Makes perfect sense. Horrible units. Deer Tribe, easiest neutrals to take in the game. Alright, let's watch the battle for this one. This is one I'm not as sure about. There were less guys, and there were stronger units. I probably should have sent more units with this one. My hope is that this guy survives. Sermon of Courage goes out, and we're going to see. Oh yeah, I think we're good. We'll see. We need, yep, there's the route. Heavy infantry need to get out. We got one guy running to the archers. That's good, actually. There's the route on the heavy infantry. And I think we should be good here. Yep, sweet. And we lost nothing. Perfect. So we double expanded, lost 0 Goaty Huskarls. These guys have been super good. I definitely am rethinking these ones. Ignoring the bodyguard, who cares about that? Their stats are actually better than they look. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with these guys. So, nothing to report there. All right. So, and there's Nazca. I think the thing that I was worried about double expanding was not just whether or not we could take the province, but whether or not we'd actually bump. Because we did so poor in the expansion phase, there was a good possibility that not seeing Kepis last turn, someone could have been sitting in Kepis, like Nazca could have been sitting in Kepis, and they could have attacked into Berman with this 130 total units, and we would have just lost everything. So that's good that we were proactive. That's not going to keep them from not attacking us. And unfortunately, I think we just have to back off now. Let's see what the income is. We have some decent income provinces, which is nice. And our income is at 1,200 at turn 10. Should be a lot higher. It should be like 1,600 to 2,000, I think. We are not doing those guys this turn. We're just gonna do a full reset here. I'm definitely digging these guys, but I think we're gonna lean into that. So we'll have front line, back line. I think these boulder throwers are hilarious. They die pretty quickly if they get to the front line, but the goal will be to just kind of nuke down any cavalry that we come across. So, and then with that, we are going to move out some expansion parties. We'll do it like this. We need to make an azure amulet. I'd like to take this province. If I think we'll be able to take this province with 10 or so sacreds. So we'll be on track when our pretender comes online to take Lucky Lake. And I think we will just simply move out with both of these to get to Gaeta. And 70 heavy infantry, line tribe. Actually, why wouldn't we just take Linshire? I think we'll go to Linshire first, because it's in our domain. So yeah, we're going to go Strong Bay to Linshire like that. And then we're going to have her research. We need to be researching. We're doing a bad job of researching because we're losing units. Can these guys roll water? No. So we need to... We need someone who can craft the Azure amulets. We have enough for 2. I think we might get another one of these Thrims Goads. Yeah, I think we'll just do that now. That leaves us enough to get one more of these. And then tee that up. Maceman, don't care. Oh yeah. Mercenaries have really let us down this game, unfortunately. Now what to do with this guy? I think we'll just walk him back. I think we're going to bring the PD up. Maybe we'll preach with this guy. Preach teachings of the gods. Unfortunately, this is the problem with this province. It doesn't really do anything for us. It's just purely for income. It's pretty decent income. It's 100 gold a turn, 98 to be exact. This province, this is interesting because I think that we probably shouldn't attack into Black Alps because Kepis is probably going to move into Black Alps. We don't want to bump with them. So that leaves this as an option, which is definitely viable, or a Nidra. I think we're going to skip on a Nidra for now because we can cap that soon enough. So I think we're just going to be moving back here. Eight units. You know what? I take that back. We need to move to Mir and take that. Do we recruit? And you know what? We're going to save a bit of money to supplement that force. And we have a scout. Okay, this is important for new players. I have not been recruiting any scouts. I have very little vision. This is, again, this is turn 10. Normally I'd want, vision of most of the map by this point. I have found a province with a neutral recruit for a scout. This is 35 gold. It is a stealthy unit. It has mountain survival and forest survival, but what matters is that I can set this now to repeat recruit, and I can start moving scouts to height and weight in provinces so that I can keep tabs on any important choke points or capitals or other wars that are going on. So once you get to a point where you find a scouting province, this is something I do almost every game. Unless I'm like so constrained with gold that I just cannot spare 35 gold and I'm literally fighting people off my capital. This allows you, this is so important to just start recruiting scouts on repeat, start moving them around the map. It doesn't matter where they wind up. I mean, technically it does, but you get the point, is you want that vision on specific provinces to see troop movement. You get more information, you get more accurate details about the troops within a province if you have a scout there. So there's a lot of advanced things to do about information gathering. But just start with repeat recruiting scouts once you find a neutral province that has these general scouts on it. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's see here. Vanheim, cool. So Vanheim hasn't really expanded that much. I don't know if we're supposed to be able to see those flags, but I guess we'll find out. I'm assuming that they've taken this cap province. This really makes me jealous. Like, this is such a good capital province. Like, this would have been an insane capital province for us. Um, yeah, that's what I would like to have started at, rather than being down here. So, first war target, probably Vanheim, both because we need to pick a lane, but also because they're probably in a position to overrun us. And I think it's favorable. We'll see what their bless is. We'll see if we can catch one of their blesses. I think that's it for this round. We're gonna double back to Anglavania. We're gonna try and take Royal Forest. I don't think there's anything to do from a script perspective. We're just moving troops into position at Strong Bay to hopefully move into Linshire, and then we want to see what's over here so that we can potentially set up another fort. At this point, I don't think I'm going to put a fort in Gifa. I don't want to put it on Anidra either. We'll see. TBD. Maybe if we put a fort down, it'd probably be in Anidra. I don't love that because then it's pulling resources from our capital. Gifa is not ideal either. Maybe the Royal Forest. We'll see. Either way, we're going to need the money because we're going to start recruiting Sacreds and our god comes online in 2 turns. So that's it for now. All right, we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.